Hello everyone, my name is Martisek.
And I'm Olivia. We're from grade 5E, and we're very excited to share a presentation with you today.
When we were invited to speak at this TED Talk, we knew we wanted to discuss something that truly matters, something that could help us better understand ourselves and the world around us. That's why we chose psychology.
Psychology isn't just about the mind, it's about people. It's about our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. In a world that often feels divided, psychology serves as a bridge, helping us break down barriers, challenge biases, and cultivate empathy.
Our core message is simple. Once we understand how we think, we can transform the way that we live. Psychology helps us push past limitations, mental, emotional, and societal, to foster a more connected and compassionate world. And that's the idea we're excited to explore today.
What is psychology? Psychology is a scientific study of mind and behavior. It delves into the ways that both humans and non-humans think, both consciously and unconsciously.
So why does psychology matter? Here are some of the benefits.
It helps enhance overall well-being.
It helps us understand and improve relationships.
It helps us foster personal growth and self-improvement as well.
And lastly, it plays a key role in overcoming challenges like addiction.
Within psychology, one of the most fascinating branches is social psychology. This field explores how our interactions with others shape our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. And that brings us to a fundamental question. How do other people influence our decisions?
The power of others, how social influence shapes us. Whether we realize it or not, we often change our behavior based on those around us, a phenomenon known as conformity.
Wait, but Mia, what makes people conform?
Well, people are more likely to conform when a task is difficult, if other members of the group confidently express their opinions, or if the group is given a shared reward for a correct group answer. However, people are less likely to conform when they feel different from the group in some way. For example, if you're the oldest in the group and everyone else is younger than you, you may feel that you know better than them. Or if at least one other person also resists conformity.
A famous study actually demonstrated this in action. Researchers asked 5 participants to identify which line matched another in length. But here's the twist. 4 of them have actually been asked beforehand to intentionally give the wrong answer. The real participant, despite knowing the correct answer, conformed to the group's incorrect choice. This shows just how powerful social influence can be.
Prejudice, the invisible borders we create. Prejudice occurs when a negative belief about a person or group leads to an emotion such as fear, anger, or resentment. These biases can take many forms, including
racism. This is judging someone based on their skin color. For example, you may not like one of your classmates or colleagues just because they're a person of another skin color.
Religious prejudice. This is discriminating against someone because of their faith. People can be hostile towards people that are Hindu just because they're of another religion, for example.
Ageism is assuming older people are incapable or less valuable. For example, an older employee may be passed over for a younger employee, even if they have the qualifications of a good worker.
Believing people with less wealth or status are inferior is called classism.
Homophobia is discriminating against people who have a different sexual orientation. For example, if you're LGBTQ, you may get legally fired because of that.
Nationalism is favoring one's own country while looking down on others.
Sexism is making assumptions about people based on their gender.
And lastly, xenophobia is a fear or dislike of people from other countries or cultures. An example of this is if you make fun of someone else's nationality.
These biases act as invisible walls, separating people and preventing meaningful connections. Once we recognize them, we can begin to break them down.
Moving beyond borders. Here are some facts about psychology that cross borders. Number 1, the brain has no borders.
Our neurons don't recognize nationalities, but social upbringing changes how we think. For example, Western cultures tend to focus on objects, Eastern cultures on context. This even affects how we literally see the world. Number 2, borders are psychological too.
Ever noticed how people from different cities or regions have rivalries, even when they share the same country? This is due to in-group versus out-group bias, a psychological tendency to favor our people while being skeptical of outsiders.
If we want to build a more inclusive world, we must first understand ourselves and the way we think. Because the moment we recognize them, we can begin to break them down.
Social psychology allows us to see the invisible forces that shape our world. It helps us question our biases and push beyond societal divisions. Thank you for joining us into this journey into the mind. We hope you found it insightful.